Hi builders, welcome to the Sitebot tool. My name is Jackie de Klerk. I am your success coach, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create your first Sitebot. Now before we get started, it is a good idea to go and jot down all your different ideas that you might have, get all the links that you are going to use, as well as creating your list in Mailing Boss. That is if you are going to collect information there. Now for this tutorial we are going to do a very simple one, and I'm going to show you the different kinds of features. So right here you can see we've got three different kinds of lists that I've created for three different kinds of methods of collecting information, and that is what I want to show you. So right here in the Sitebots I've got two flows. We are going to add a flow into the My Agency area, so I'm just going to click on that, and then I'm going to click on Add Flow, and we're going to give it a name. So I'm just going to call it the agency, and I'm going to make sure that it's in the right folder because I want it to be in folders so I can organize it better. And then we're going to click on the agency. So now we're going to open up, and you're going to see that we have got specifically one specific block right there. And it's important to know that you cannot delete this block. It is there as default. So you need to start your message or your interaction with your client from this block right here. So let's go through this. When you click on it, you can see the type that it is, question with button, which means it is this button right here at the top. With every single one of these, you would be able to upload images from your computer or via URL so that it can play right here. You can even add animation as well as YouTube. It's totally up to you. But because this is a simple tutorial, we're not going to do that today. And then we are going to add a message right here. So I am just going to start and copy the information I have so that I saved us some time to say, I'm the bot master, how can I help you? And then obviously you will see that you can align your text. Again, there is images involved, or you can just start with your button. So in this case, I'm just going to say yes. I'm not going to give them any other options because I want to first collect their name. So once I've done that, you can see we've got it right there. We need to go and create the next one. So now we're going to look at a question with an answer. So let's go and go to the text answer. I'm going to put it right at the top, and I'm going to add the text right in there. Great, what is your name? And I'm just going to put like that. And you'll see that we've got an input area right here. I like to make sure that all my F name is the same as Mailing Boss, because that is how Mailing Boss work. It's always with the word F name. So I want to make that the same. So the area right here should show F name as well as in this area at the bottom. Now you can see you can send data to another URL by clicking on it, and you will be able to add in the information right there with conditions. So if I click on a condition, you will be able to go a little bit more advanced by adding in conditions that if they do one thing, then this needs to happen. If they do that, then this needs to happen. But that is a little bit advanced. For today, we are just creating the simple bot. So I'm just going to remove this for now because we're not going to use that. And there we've got the F name. So after F name, we need to get them to start with the rest of the bot. So let me just grab some text. And now we are going to add a question with a button. So we're going to go back to the button option right here, and we are going to add our text. So the text is, nice to meet you, F name, how can I help you today? So I'm going to remove this F name to show you how it's been added. Because we have already asked it right here in this area, the system is going to pick it up. So you need to click on this little plus, and you're going to click on F name, and you can see right there we've got F name. And then you're going to scroll down, and then you're going to choose your buttons. Now in this example, we are going to have three different options. You're going to have build a website. I'm going to add another button. This one is going to be download a guide, and then we can have another one if we like to. And in this case, we are just going to say chat with team. Now let's talk a little bit about the steps and the URL. Steps is what's happening from one block to the other. And a link is when it leaves and it goes out of the website somewhere else and it adds a little link in that area. But in this example, we are not doing that because we would like to send them to different places. So let's start by connecting these things. First, after they've been there, we're going to drag a line and we're going to drag a line again so that that is the order. So I'm going to click on Save Changes just to make sure that it is saved. And now we're going to work with this area right here. What needs to happen when they click the button, Build a Website? Now in this example, we want to go and collect the email address, right? So I'm just going to copy the text that we want to use. And again, because of that, we're going to do a question with an email. You can see we've got write one here. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to bring it up. And we're going to add our information. And again, you're going to see that we've got email_1. I prefer to always change it to something simpler for myself. So I'll just call email2. You can call it anything you like. So I'm just going to call that email2. And then you're going to see right here is a mailing boss integration. You need to click. And that is why I said to you at the early beginnings of this tutorial that it is a good idea to go and create your list up front so that you know exactly what you are going to create. Otherwise, you're going to have to move between the platforms. So I know that for option 1, that is what we are going to do here. We are going to collect it in option 1. So I'm going to drag and drop, and you can see that we've got a line there. So what is the next action that needs to take place after they have given their email? So now I'm just going to copy the information for the next one. And that is also, again, I'm going to make use of a question with a button. In this example, let's say, thank you. I look forward to reaching out to you. In the meantime, check this video. And now in this example, I want to show you that the button that we are going to use is going to end. So we're just going to do right that. And then there is a step to a specific link that you want to send it to. And I'm just going to go to Builderall. And we're just going to leave it like that. And that is basically where it ends. So I'm just going to draw my line. If this happens, all you need to do is click your Save Your Changes and then refresh your screen, because there's a lot of things happening, and then you're just going to link it like that. Now, it is a good idea to always have a button, a last option at the end, where you can send them back to either the beginning of the bot or to the various options that you have, because sometimes they make a mistake and they would like to go back. You can do that, and I'll show you in a moment how to do that. But in this case, when they click this button, watch video, they will be sent outside of your website, unless you add an additional button here, which we will do in option 2. All right, so for option 2, we are down the side, and we're going to do an email because we need to collect the email. We're going to copy, and we're going to click on question with email. Sorry, my mouse, something's not right there. So there it is. And again, it's as our message. And then we're going to change this at the bottom as well. So let's just do this to email 1. And mailing integration is going to be option 2 in this example. And then we can link those two together. And then what do we want to do after they have receive that? So we are going to do another button. All right, so let's go again, click on a button. Gonna get some text right here, and I'm going to add the text, and then you can have the option here to send them back to the beginning. And this is what I was saying earlier, every single step or every different area that you're sending them in your bot, it's a good idea to have a button that goes back so that you can give people the option to also start over. So in this case, with the button, you can say go back to menu. So now we know after we have collected that information, we're just going to click save again and refresh. After we collected that information, we need to send them back. So how do we do that? You really just need to click on this and drag it to the area that you want to send them back to. So you can see it makes that little loop back into that area. So that is option 2 that we have. Now we're going to do option 3. And again, we're going to get the question with a text answer because that is what we need to collect the email. So let's do that. Drops it right there. And now we are just linking that one with that one. And we are going to change that in this input area because we want to change it to something else, right? We want to change it to email. Actually, that's the wrong one. Sorry, let me just remove this one. Delete. You need to create email, so not that one. You just need to go and send email. No, not send email either. Email. Wait. So now we are going to do the next one, which is email again, because we need to collect the other email. We're going to scroll down. We want to change that. Maybe we're just going to leave that as email right there. And then we need to add some text. Let me just call this something like, what is your email? Like that. And then let's link that one with that one. And this is option 3 in the Mailing Boss integration, because we've got 3 lists, right? And after that, what is the next thing that we want to collect? We want to collect a phone number. So we're going to add a phone. We're also going to add date. And we also want to get time, because maybe this is a booking, right? They are chatting with a team. So we are going to have those different options. So again, let's do the same thing. I'm just going to grab some text for us to use. And what is a good time, a good number to contact you on? And I'm just going to take that one away. And remember the F name, how you insert it, it's with this area right here. The date, we're doing exactly the same. We just remove that. And I'm just going to grab some text that we've got here to save us some time. And then for time, we're going to do the same thing. Let me just copy it and put in the text. And we are removing that section right there. So now let's link all of this together by dragging the line from one area to the other. So let's just click save again. Refresh a page because there's a lot going on. And then we are just going to pull it to the other area. Now, how is Mailing Boss going to receive this information? Remember, the Sitebot is also going to generate and collect the data that you are creating here. But you can also let Mailing Boss have the information. Now, to do that, you'll see that we've got data to Mailing Boss and we've got data to Webhook. If you are going to make use of data to Webhook, it means you need to use platforms such as Zapier or Pabbly. But in this case, we're just going to click on data to Mailing Boss. We're going to add it like that. If I use data to Webhook and I click on it, you can see that you can post and get, which means post and receive with the URL and add field. But we are not using that. This is an advanced tutorial at a later stage as well. So in this example, we've got send to data to Mailing Boss. And if we click on it now, you need to choose the list that is associated with it. Now you can see, because I've already set up my list prior to creating my Sitebot, it's already giving me these informations in here. So we've got email, we've got the date, we've got the phone, and we've got the time, because this is picking up all the information that needs to be collected. But now you still need to link it. So for the email, I have to use exactly what I have used there, like I've done with there. So the date is going to be date, the time is going to be time, and the phone is going to be phone. So now we know that we have the correct information there. So now we just need to link it, and all of that has been set up. Now, obviously, you can now, after this, have a button that says thank you, F name, or whatever the case might be, but we are just going to leave it at that. So I'm going to click on save. So now our bot is already being created for us. Now we need to go and make sure that it fits our branding. Now, to do that, you're going to go to the settings area, and under the app, which own avatar you want to use. So you can see there is my little avatar, and you can adjust the colors. So because my company is red here, in this example, I'm going to make it red, and I can maybe change the bubble color on this side to be maybe like a bluish type of thing. And then we can have the weighting. Let's just change the weighting to like that. So you can see what happens right here in this area. And then for the font, you would also change the font family, and you can change the font size. But now you need to scroll down and hit save so that you can have everything set up correctly. Now, I always like to click save again. Now, how do you put this into your website? Very easy. You're going to go to get embed code, and there's two options. There's an iframe that you can put in the iframe of the website by copying it like this. You're going to go to your website, and then under your settings area, let me just go through it like this. You're going to look for the element that says iframe, and you can add it to your page. Right click on it, and in the embed doc area, you would be able to apply and add it on your page. The same method like you do this, you can also do it in a pop-up. Totally depend on you. There is another option. So I'm just going to delete that for now. Let's go back to the Sitebot, go to the direct link. You will have the option to grab the direct link or the QR code. You can maybe add the QR code maybe onto in any of your social media platforms. Otherwise, you're going to copy this link, go to your website, and this stage we are going to grab a box because we want it to be in the corner of our website. So I'm just going to drag this box, and then I'm going to look for an image because I'd like to upload the image. And I'm going to do that, and I'm going to change the image, and I'm going to upload my brand that I have just like that, and I'm just going to make it smaller so that it can fit nicely in the box. I'm going to make the box smaller like that, and then in the box itself I'm going to click like there, and I am going to right click because we want to make sure that this box is transparent. So I'm going to go way to the other side. So now you can see it's transparent, the box. Now we can link this now to either the pop-up where the Sitebot is in, or directly to the link of the Sitebot. By clicking on it, you'll see that there is a set link area, and this is where you drop in the URL. Whether this is going to be the Sitebot direct link of the Sitebot, or maybe to the pop-up that you've created where the event is sitting. So in this case, I'm just going to click select. And then now, how do you get this to be at the bottom of your site? Make sure that you click, and you are not clicking on the image because you can see that's image. You need to make sure that you click on the outside of the bot itself. So if I do this, that is box. There's a pin element, and you can pin where you want it. So I'm going to put it right there and say done. So now you can see that it is sitting right there in that area. So where the person scroll, your bot will be right there. That is how to add it to your website. So let's go take a look at how this actually works. So we're going to go with a direct link in the URL so that we can test it. And we're going to test all three of them. The first one is yes, what's your name? And I'm just going to say Petro X, and I'm going, and then build a website. And the first one is going to be petro@builderall.com. And then it's going to tell us to go watch a video, and then we are done with that one. So let's try this again. That was option 1. Option 2 now, it's going to ask us for a name. And this time I'm just saying Sam. And it will ask us when to download a guide. And we're going to say sam@builderall.com. You can see it's thinking, and it says, okay, go back to the menu. So if I click go back to the menu, it's going to bring up the options again. So you can see what I mean when it's a good idea to always have that option as well. So let's go and test option number 3. So we're going to say yes, asking us what is our name. So I'm just going to say Jackie. And we're going to say chat with the team this time. And we're going to say Jackie there. And give it a number. And then we're going to choose the date. And send. And now they're going to say, all right, what about a time? And we say go. And that's basically it, because that's where we ended our Sitebot. So now let's go back to the site and refresh it. And we're going to take a look at the collected data. So you can see now that was option 1, just email, and that was it. Here we did get an email as well as a name, and here we got all the information that we asked for, but we also have got it inside of our list. So if I refresh the screen, you can see option 3, we've got all of them added, but if we go to the subscriber in option 3, and we're going to go take a look at the update. Let me just refresh it again. Subscriber. We're going to go to the update area. You're going to see that the information was added into Mailing Boss as well. So you've got 2 options to collect the information, either inside of your Sitebot itself, or you can go inside of Mailing Boss and collect the information in that area. Now let's go back to the Sitebot area. You can see right here, it's going to tell us how many visitors we've had. If we refresh our screen in the agency, I'm just going to click on it. How many visitors we've had, how many subscribers we've had. To open your flow, to edit the flow means to change the name, to get the embed code. You can also copy it, and you can export the flow if you want to share it with somebody else in Builderall, or if you want to, you can just click on delete flow. And that is basically all for this tutorial. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and be on the lookout for the advanced tutorial. Have an awesome day. Bye.